Greetings everyone, it's 7 in London. Hope everybody's doing okay out there and you're all safe and well. Yeah, so I'm basically coming back with another video just to share some of my insights and some information. The last video I made was in regarding Operation Mockingbird and me seeing it some days ago last week and having kind of this deep pit in my stomach, feeling like something was going to happen, something was going to transpire. In other words, what I'd seen in this Godzilla trailer was going to take place in real life, because that's how Operation Mockingbird works. They basically put all the stuff that they're going to do in real life, all the crimes that they're going to commit against us in real life, they put it into these movies, and then the next thing you know, it's playing out on the world's stage, on the world scene. And that particular day last week, it was a few days before the blood moon, and I was speaking to someone on the phone, as I explained in my last video. I hope you were able to hear it, because some people have said that the sound was taken off. So, I hope you managed to hear what I was trying to warn you guys about, warn everybody about. Yeah, I was speaking to this friend of mine on the phone, and they said that, Seven, what are you saying? That they've already started. And at that point, it was just in Greece where there were fires. Now we're seeing that there's fires all over the world. There's fires kicking off everywhere. And, these fires are not wildfires. They always have this sort of caption of how they're going to term their crime, so that it sedates people to not basically recognizing that they're in the act of genocide. They're genociding people all over the world. Now, there's a few videos that I've been watching, a few channels, to see what's going on and just be kept up to date. And cities all over the world have been destroyed. That's what's happening. People are being genocided. People are being burnt out of their houses. That's what's being happened. People's homes are being burned down on a rapid scale. And it's business as usual, and like I always do, I did it before 7/7, I did it before Grenfell Tower. I've always alerted people anytime I see something's about to go down. I always come out and sound the alarm. So, unfortunately, it's not a nice thing to have to bring to the people, but it's serious information that everybody needs to take really seriously and, be paying attention to, because this is not a joke. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the aftermath of the blood moon and what it signifies to me, because obviously, there's different perspectives on what the blood moon is. Now, when we understand that we're in the time of prophecy right now, what is being played out is prophecy. And what we have is two streams of consciousness. We have those of us who are the awakened, the ascended, the people who are ascended, awakening. Obviously different people are in different stages of that process. But those of us who are targeted, we have had to be awake, because they've come at us directly. It wasn't like we had to research what was going on. These people have invaded our lives in one way or another. So it's a whole different ball game for most of us who are targeted, if not all of us. And there's a lot of people that say that the targeted people are the people of the Most High. And I tend to believe it, because it seems to me, when I look at all the people's stories of who've been targeted, and I look at what they've been through and what they stand for, they're always people that have morals, people that have integrity, people that believe in justice, people that are fair. What we're having is people who are not going to go along to get along, people who will speak the truth, regardless of what comes at us. We will speak the truth. We will say no. We will not tolerate the bullshit. You know, that's what we're basically talking about when we're talking about targeted individuals. Often they're, you know, gifted people. Often they're, you know, highly intelligent people. Often they're starseeds, indigos. If you don't know what that term is, just research who are the starseed indigos. Messiah seeds, you know, the 144,000. You know, those of you who understand prophecy, those of you who are spiritually minded, those of you who are Christians, Islamic, or, you know, that believe in scripture in one way or another will understand what I mean when I say the 144,000. So I want to talk a little bit about that in relation to the recent blood moon that we saw on the 27th of July, which was the longest lunar eclipse in recorded history for 120 plus years, apparently. It lasted for an hour and 43 minutes, I believe. Interestingly enough, you know, I always have the moon, when it's full moon, it always shines in my window. And, you know, the night before the eclipse, the 26th, I could see the moon in the window. Come the 26th, it was totally overcast and we couldn't see anything. Come the 28th, the moon was back in my window. So I'm inclined to believe, with a lot of other people, that in the UK they blocked us from being able to see it because they know that this is the time that is in prophecy. This is the time of God's people rising. God's people rising up against those who are the wicked, treacherous, deceitful, demonic, wicked, evil people. Yeah? And this is the time that is prophesied. This is why it's no coincidence that we had this blood moon. Now, I only have 15 minutes and there's already 7 minutes gone here, 7 minutes and 18 seconds. So I'm going to try to cram as much in as I can. I probably have to make another video to elaborate on this you know, perspective that I want to share with you, because evil has got out of control. It's out of control right now, and it's going to take the people, we God's people, the 144,000. It's going to take the starseeds. It's going to take the indigos. It's going to take the warriors, the alphas. It's going to take the twin flames. All of you twin flames out there who are, you know, looking for your mission. You know, some of you have united, some of you haven't united with your counterparts. You know, and you know that those particular relationships are for a divine purpose, because what we're doing is we're anchoring in the principles of divinity. We are returning to divine order, and that is what the blood moon symbolized to me. Okay, that's what it symbolized. It symbolized God speaking to the people, God speaking to we the people. Okay, because this is our time. There also was on the 20th, and I only discovered this yesterday, there was on the 20th of July 2018 again, there was 3 hours of darkness in Siberia in the daytime. It just went dark. Now, if any of you have watched that movie Apocalypto, and if you haven't, you should watch it, because there's a scene in that movie during the process of a sacrifice, what should have been a sacrifice, or what they wanted to make a sacrifice. They were sacrificing people. And then the moon eclipsed and it all went dark. And the people that were carrying out these sacrifices, they were aware. They knew that this was the heavens that was speaking in such a powerful, profound way to the people. So they couldn't carry it out. And it was a signal to show God's people that it's time. It is time. It is time for you to take your position, take your mantle, and literally we have to shut this shit down. It's time. This evil has gone on for too long. I've lived for 15 years watching the most wicked, evil, treacherous actions be carried out by people in the mainstream media, right? These people are not people. They're demonic. Half of them are demonic possessed. Some of them most probably have been compromised to go along with the program, okay? But what we have now is the parting from the fake to the truth. Real people, okay? People that are bringing in the principles of divine order. This is the rising of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, taking our positions in this world to shut the shit down. That's where we are right now, and that's what that blood moon signified. That was the Most High talking to his people to say, it's time to rise up, it's time to shut this evil, wicked shit down. Now you need to look at what's happening in regards to all these cities are being burned down. They're being burned down on a rapid scale. All over the world, they're saying that it's all wildfires all at the same time, like it's some freak of nature. It's not freak of nature. Watch that intro trailer of Godzilla, and you'll see exactly what it's behind. Is what's behind these wildfires. You'll see it clearly because they show you. If you want to know what's going on in this world and what these evil, wicked people are doing, watch their movies that they bring out. That's what you need to do, because the movies have more truth than the news. The mainstream news is fiction. It's completely scripted, teleprompter, scripted bullshit designed to keep you stupid, designed to keep you totally ignorant while they massacre, pillage, and terrorize people. Okay, these wildfires are now the new false flag. You have to recognize that. This is what they're doing now, okay? And they're showing you that they're doing it in real time. That's why they've taken the sound off my last videos, because they know what I'm saying is the truth. And they know that I know. That's why they've been targeting me. They're targeting the Starseeds. They're targeting the people of morality. They're targeting the intelligent people. They're targeting the people who want peace and love in humanity. But here's the thing. We are here at this time to anchor in divine order. That means all types of divine love. Brotherly love, sisterly love, romantic love, love for each other, love for humanity, love for the animals, love for the earth, respect for the place that we live in. That's what we're here for. This is the time that we're here for. And these people who know what they're doing, they know you're waking up. They know that humanity has woken up, so they are speeding up their program to literally kill people. Now, there's one video that I need to show you. There's a few videos that I need you to see the titles of. Is Deep State Ignites Methane. I'll find the video and I'll show it to you, because you need to have a look at these videos, because there's people that are doing news reports. At this point, you can't rely on anything mainstream media tells you. These people are demonic. They're totally gone. They're gone in the brain. They don't have no human compassion. They don't have care for themselves. They know that their time is over. They know that the things that they've done with all the money they've stolen, these people have stolen trillions of pounds. Trillions of pounds. They've been pillaging. And with that money, they have terrorized humanity. They have brought upon humanity human suffering like has never seen before in the whole of history. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about the most evil, wicked, devilish people. They know what they are, okay? And that's why they try to smear the names of people like myself and Brian Harvey's and all the people that are whistleblowing out there who are exposing the truth. So what I want to do, because this is 15 minutes, about to run out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put another video so that I can show you and link them together, so at least you get an idea of the kind of level of urgency and emergency. We're in a state of emergency and people are not acting like it. We need to move fast. We need to start sounding the alarm. No more abuse. Hashtag we've had enough. Hashtag. So it cut out. It cut out. That's what it does. It's 15 minutes, and it's probably good because everybody knows I can talk for England, so it's just good because I know some people don't like long videos. I like long videos. I like detail. I'm a Virgo, so I like detail. I appreciate detail. But, you know, I know people have got things to do with their life and they haven't got time to be looking at me all day long. So, yeah. So anyway, it's cut out. So what I want to do now, I'm going to see if I can work out how to bring in, I want to bring in the camera so that I can actually, how do you do this on this recording? I'm not sure exactly how to do this. So I might have to stop it and then start it again because I can't see. There's usually like little boxes at the side that show you exactly where to, okay, so I'm going to stop it and start it again. Okay, people, this is a video that you need to see. It says Deep State ignites methane pockets across the globe. This will end humanity. Now, that was published on July 23rd, 2018. So, and it's somebody called William Mount's channel. So I recommend that you watch that. To understand why we are seeing all these fires all over the place. Then there's a video here by James Munder, which is basically wildfires, evacuations taking place around the world, and that's okay. That's on the 25th of July 2018. So I recommend that you watch that. I'm not going to play any of these videos because it's just going to make the video too long. And I want to just keep it short and sweet so that you can understand what I'm trying to show you. And then this one, again, this is cities are disappearing due to set fires. These are stage fires. These are completely staged fires. Okay, and so that's on the 27th. That's basically on the blood moon. Now, my video when I made the public alert warning video, the video before this one, you will see that I was basically saying to you that if after seeing the trailer for Godzilla for 2019 movie, I realized because they always put what they're going to do into movies and they embed it into TV shows, magazines, you name it. It's Operation Mockingbird. Okay, it's designed to mock the people and laugh at the people. Before Grenfell Tower, I knew it was going to happen. I warned people. Before 7/7, I knew it was going to happen. I warned people. People were not listening. Okay, now I'm warning you again while it's taking place, it's unfolding because they're looking to take everybody out because they know that people have woken up. They know the consequences of genociding people and murdering people and killing people and doing the evil that they've been doing to people who have done nothing whatsoever. Nothing. Innocent people who have caused them no harm, nothing. You know, there's another video which he's just made, microwave energy weapons. But this is what they're doing as well. I mean, I just click onto that one quick. I don't know if it will open it up. Okay. So that's another video you need to watch. Sorry, it's playing a commercial. But this was produced today at July the 31st, 2018. And let's see if they put my video one day back. Because what I noticed that they're doing, every time I load a video, they load it as the day before. So it will say July the 30th when I load it on the 31st, for instance. Like I loaded my last video on the 26th. And when I looked at published, it said it was published on the 25th. So they're backdating my videos and they're blocking the views so that it makes it look like nobody is watching. also what they're doing to me is that they are they're blocking the sound, apparently, according to people. So, I just want the information to go out there so that you can understand what time we're in. And this is why we saw the blood moon. This is why we are dealing with prophecy right now. I'm going to change the screen back to me. Hopefully it will come back to me. I don't know if it will. Okay, how do we change this? I don't know how this thing works. Let's see about this. All right, yeah, so we're back to me on the screen. Yeah, so basically we are dealing with prophecy right now. We're dealing with a time of prophecy. We're dealing with, that's what the blood moon was. The blood moon is, if you look at the Mazzaroth and look into the Mazzaroth and understand that the Most High communicates with us using constellations, using, the planetary activity shows us what's going on. And the fact that we had the incident that happened in Siberia on the 20th, where you had, in the daytime, everything went black. I just thought of that movie Apocalypto. And anybody who hasn't seen that, you should watch that movie Apocalypto. I think it's Mel Gibson. And it's a sacrifice scene, and they're basically sacrificing innocent people because of their wicked demonic, Baal worship or whatever demons they're worshipping and they're sacrificing people to. During a sacrifice, the moon eclipsed and the whole place went black. And so they stopped what they were doing immediately because they knew that this was the Most High. This was something greater than what they're dealing with, than what they were dealing with. And that's what we're dealing with now. We're dealing with the time of prophecy. We're dealing with now, the Most High is speaking to his people and saying it's time to rise up. It's time for everybody to rise up. Now, obviously, we can't take to the streets in the same way. I've thought about this because obviously, marching and protest, that doesn't necessarily work because you're going to Satan about Satan. How do you protest about Satan to Satan or Satan's people who worship that same demonic force that is oppressing us and abusing us? So that won't work. We have social media, and so we need to mount a hashtag campaign. That's why I put hashtag no more abuse in my videos, so that people can run with that. You can create your own hashtag. I don't really even care. Just something that signifies that we the people, we are awake, we are aware, and we're not having it anymore. We're not taking it anymore. We're not going to let you genocide people. We're not going to pretend that we don't know what's going on. We're not going to pretend that we haven't seen it. We're not going to play this dance of, it was a false flag, but, we know it's a false flag, but you're going to pretend that it wasn't, and we're going to go along with your pretense. No, all of that stuff has to stop. It's time for everybody to sit in the position of truth. This is the truth now. We're dealing with the truth. Nothing more, nothing less. We're dealing with the whole truth and nothing but the truth. If you're killing people and murdering people and taking people's lives, stealing people's properties, destroying people's lives, it's done. Because that's what you're doing. Okay, we've lived it, we've seen it. How many more false flags do we have to see? How many more people have to be murdered? How many more innocent lives have to be taken? How many more people enslaved? How many more? How many more cities is it going to take before you're going to wait for them to reach your city and burn it down? Because that's what they're doing right now. This is no different from biblical times that they spoke about. This is where we're at. There's two streams of consciousness. Either you're in the stream of consciousness where you're dealing with this demonic force and you feel that that's the way you want to go. You go there if that's what you want to go. If that's your truth, you go there. But there are 7 billion people on this world, and I guarantee you the majority of us are on the side of consciousness, are on the side of love, are on the side of peace, and on the side of protecting humanity. Right? We don't want what they're doing to us anymore. Okay? We don't have weapons of war. They have economic power, so they've stolen all the weaponry. They've stolen all our money to create these monstrous, wicked weapons of war that are being waged against us. All we have is our voices. We have our instruments if we're musicians. We have songwriting. Those of you who are musical, rise up. Rise up. Take your position. You know, there are many people that are in that demonic Illuminati game, or whatever you want to call them, deep states, shadow government, whatever you want to call them, right? I don't really care what the name is. Whatever you want to call them, there are people that have ran with that because they're afraid. They've been compromised in one way or another. Okay? Now, if you have been compromised, just like Bernard, what's his name? Oh, I don't know. The banker. Something Bernard. How do I forget his name? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. He came forward and realized what he was involved in was wrong. And people were compassionate towards him. They embraced him. Majority of the people all over the world have embraced him. Okay? Because they welcome somebody who's come from that filth, that demonic evil wickedness, and crossed over to say, you know what? This is wrong what I'm doing. Because there's no amount of cars, houses, and wealth and fame that is worth watching your brothers and sisters and innocents get killed in the most horrific ways possible for you to walk around with some ego tripping. That day is finished. You know, it's finished. We have to raise our consciousness to a higher level. These things don't have no value. What has value is the heart. We also have to start looking into the spirit and walking with the spirit, because some people are fakers. There's a lot of people who are deceivers that are pretending to be in the position of truth and the position of love, and then they try to set you up. They try to smear your name, put you in some kind of bullshit. Okay? Now, we have to really look into the heart and measure everybody by the level of love that they have in their intention. We have to look at the intention of people, because some people, they make it look like they're a whistleblower or whatever, and their reality is they're trying to keep this whole game going and to lead us into a dead end, leading us nowhere. So you latch onto these people that come out and they got millions of views and everybody's following them, and it's leading no one nowhere. So we have to start looking at people in terms of looking at people in the spirit. What is that person's intention? Are they coming with love? Do they have love for humanity? Because that's the only measuring tool that we have right now. How much love is in their message to the people? Do you love humanity? Do you care about humanity? Or are you just trying to get followers and people to follow you and flag up your ego? Because that paradigm is finished. We're in a paradigm of divine order. This is where we need to get to. We need to raise up the standard of divine masculines and divine feminines. Okay? That doesn't mean that you're holier than thou and you've got an ego and you think you're better than everybody else. No, it doesn't. It means that you care about humanity. You've come here, you recognize your purpose in this time is to help to transcend humanity from the demonic vibration that it currently it has been under, the oppression that it's been under, and lift it out of the darkness into the position of light, of truth, of justice, of peace. You know, considering what's happening to the people in your life. It's not just about the macro. It's not just about what's going on the world stage and all what these corrupt politicians are doing. It's also in the micro. You know, if you're in relationships where you don't love the other person and you're cheating on that person and you're lying to that person and you know that you don't care about that person, that relationship has to transcend and find your correct counterpart where you can love somebody and be loved by somebody. Because when you stay with somebody that you don't love, you stop them from being able to be loved by somebody else. You know, so we have to look at the situations in the micro as well, the kind of relationships that we have. Do we have each other's back? Do we want our highest good for one another? This is where we have to get to on a micro level. We need to start purging all of this stuff where we start operating from a position of, I care for you. I care for you, so I will tell you the truth, you know. And all of these people who are twin flames, you need to find your counterpart. This is the time. This is the mission. The mission is now. Look at all these cities burning down. Don't wait for it to come to the city near you before you start recognizing this is what the mission is about. That is the mission. Okay? Maybe it's not everybody's mission, but it's all of our mission to help clean up this mess. It's a mess. It's filthy. It's evil. It's wicked, and we can't have any more of it. We really can't. We have to transcend. We're bigger than that. We're more intelligent than that. We're wiser than that. You know, so I'm coming today. I'm showing up as a divine feminine, you know, a warrior queen. to you know, we got to take this and change it, you know. But love to everybody. It's going to cut out, so love. Okay, just a last note. Sorry, I ended the video, but I just was told by someone here about Deborah Tavares, and she has a video called "The Plan to Burn Up Northern California." But this is her channel here called Stop the Crime. She's an amazing, amazing woman, and she is like exposing what's happening as well with weather wars and the fires that are going on in California and Agenda 21, which is a depopulation plan. Now, apparently, what I've just been told is that the fires that are happening in California is because it was the #1 city to refuse smart meters. So they've got their revenge by burning it down. They've refused smart meters and 5G because 5G is part of the whole directed energy weapons madness. You know, they're trying to put us in a mass Nazi Germany, you know, and fry us all with these directed energy weapons. But anyway, this woman, Deborah Tavares, her channel stopthecrime.net, that's her website and her YouTube channel. I recommend that you have a look at that. Watch these videos here, Countdown to Destruction 6 days ago, weather wars and Californian fires. But we got to remember that this is worldwide, because you've seen what's happened in Greece. You know, they're saying, oh, because the weather is so hot, it's starting these fires. That's an absolute lie. Okay, just like Grenfell Tower is a lie. Everything they're saying about Grenfell Tower, it was deliberate. It was deliberate, deliberate, deliberate. So anyway, I'm ending this video now. But please watch those and share, share, share. Be kind to each other. Be loving to each other. You know, that's the only way we're going to win this, is by loving each other. And, you know, shutting down the evil. This is what we're going to have to do. So rise up, everyone, the 144,000, all of you who are God's people. I don't care what your religion is. All of you who is for love, truth, peace, justice, and, you know, to watch humanity transcend out of this hell into the divine order and the peaceful, loving world we know we should all be living in. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye to you all for now. I'm going to make another video. I will be bringing out my TV network and my channel. It will be launched. I've had some issues in terms of getting that up and running, but that's going to be coming with all kinds of great stuff, interviews, music shows, you name it. So peace out to everybody, and I'll speak to you on the next one.